Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde Hard Mode Edition. That's right, I have not played anymore since the first one. I am actually going to do another run with Vivian here without going to Maxine. We will be going to Maxine after this one, but I figured we'll do another run. We have unlocked a few new things. Probably not going to use too much. We're going to stick to the old favorites here, the starter weapons. But I do want to see how the ice ring is. Now that we have a couple points in it, it will be 3 damage. It does a tiny bit more. It was doing pretty good on the horde, so let's see how it goes. We are going to do the desert one more time before we jump into the highlands, because I am a little paranoid. But I want to see how well this ice ring does perform on the first level. Because again, this is, I believe, every kill generates a blue soul. It's not a chance, so that is actually very good news. More guaranteed, more levels, more good. We are going to work on expanding it as fast as possible. And this time, we're actually, as much as I do love the spears, I think I'm going to go with the arrow this time, see how it goes. Arrow is also a very fun one as well. But I think with the spears, that was not hindering, but with going with the ice ring, spears would hinder that a little bit too much. So we shall see. What else do we want, though? We definitely will want cleave. Cleave will definitely help kill a lot of things for us. And we are going to focus on AoE for the ring. Duration is nice, don't get me wrong, but we do want AoE more than anything else. We will take it, of course. It is our starter weapon. Starter weapons, you do want to be as powerful as possible to maximize your synergy, unless the synergy doesn't really matter. For instance, with Hugo's. A lot of Hugo's synergies are sort of based around just it happening. So if you can't reduce its cooldown, the synergy doesn't really matter. You can sort of do whatever you want with the ability, which isn't bad. That is not a bad thing at all. But we want to kill as many of these skeletons with Ice Ring as possible. That's why I'm sort of facing away from them. For now. I mean, eventually we will get to the point where we just want to survive. But look at all of this extra guaranteed experience. I am a fan. Now, do we want Orbital Fire? I do love me some Orbital Fire, but I just got Bone Shot. And what is a world without Bone Shot? I mean, come on. I think if you've been following my videos for so long, then you know that I am a big fan of the Bone Shot. And look at this. Every single one of them dropping that delicious, delicious experience. So, yeah, I think for this mode right now, it is pretty good. It can kill the fire elementals, which is good. I couldn't remember if they died to 1 damage or not, but looks like they are doing pretty good. Now, what do we want to reduce? Let's go with the arrow. Arrow and bone will do pretty good work as well. So I think we're in a pretty decent place right now. Oh, taking damage, of course. You know, that's how I roll. What do we want? More arrow. Please. So what is our ultimate goal? Our ultimate goal, let's get some loot. Let's get through this hard mode. Let's get Maxine. Let's go to a shop without any money. That's always wise to do. But hey, it happens. What do we want? Critical hit by 3%. This is still the worst feeling ability in the game. Period. Please make it 5% at least. Pretty please. Fingers crossed. If I ask nicely enough, maybe the devs will do it. So it would be fantastic. I don't think it would be too powerful. Again, other weapons can get to basically 100% crit anyway. So, you know, I mean, yeah, bone fires fast. Yeah, bone is strong, but let that be its thing, you know? I mean, shurikens can get to 100%. At least, maybe. I haven't actually upgraded crit on them since the patch, so it is possible that they can't get to 100% anymore, but at the same time, they can still get to ridiculously high levels, 80+%, while bone is stuck in the 30 to 40 range. It just feels lackluster. Again, a point for 3% just feels bad. Again, we are increasing the AoE size to maximize our sheer quantity of experience. The freeze duration will help with getting more experience as it does more damage based off the duration. It's a dot, it ticks. So as you can see, tick, 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 tick. That is because of its duration. So we do want the duration as well. Generally, duration is nice to have, but it's mostly about getting that initial freeze off. But since, again, we want the experience that this weapon is because it is our synergy, then we are indeed going to be doing that. Let's get our last size, I believe. This is as big as it should be, short of getting a pet, which we do not have unlocked. So, oh wow, that was not it. AoE keeps on going. Fantastic. I thought it was 7 or 8. Because I know the weapon cap's out at 13, I believe. So look how big this is. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Yeah, you'll get them, all of them fly. Look at that experience. It actually works very well. Now, hard mode, you can't do this in hard mode. The 3 damage is not going to be enough. Even 7 damage, not really enough. And even the harder maps, the new maps, they have significantly more difficulty to them. The mobs have more health. This 3 damage, again, even 7 damage, not gonna cut it. So, I want to use this and have fun while I can. Boom. And look, oh, just the radius is beautiful. The sheer amount of experience, fantastic. Even more AoE. Oh, I guess it's only 3. It's 3 duration and 10 AoE. Oh my god, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I am just being bad. It's still so new for me. I apologize. We will get there in the end. We have all of the experience in the world now. All of the freezing. We can pretty much travel pretty safely, which is fantastic. And we're going to start to, try and get some resources. I'm not a big fan of mining. It is never preferable to me over any other option that I can potentially get. However, it's here. We need all the currency right now. We won't need mining forever, but at the same time, with the 30 conversion rate, I believe it is now, 30 for 1 amber, it's actually not that bad. I mean, we go from 8 gems, we're going to bring that up to a solid 16? Boom, right there, yeah. So, I mean, that's half of a gem right there, or amber, I should say. Let's get him in the bone. I think the bone is doing more damage currently. Has its little mini stun. The health is quite high on this, and we have not been working on damage. This is the thing that I am worried about the most right now. I should get the damage up, but again, cooldown as well kind of is damage, so let us focus on that. Again, look at these. The mummies are just like, we care not for you, but we have killed the mini-boss. Oh, this is definitely a low damage build because we put we spec heavily into experience, basically. That is what I have done, and we're starting to come out of it, We're getting those +5 upgrades on the bone, fantastic. That is immense amounts of damage for us currently, so I will happily take it. I think we're in a pretty good place, and we even get a pet. Don't know what it's going to be. We have Slyther, which would be nice. We have, Mag Slime, always good. Not as good, obviously, but always good for the most part. What else? Scoop. Gets us resources. We need currency. So what do we want? I do want that 5 damage. It's 5 damage to your bone. It's 5 damage to your arrow. It doesn't do anything for our AoE. I understand that for sure. But as I was saying, we were lacking damage. So this will greatly help. Again, it's 5 damage off of 3 different moves. One of them is Cleave, which is a multi-hit move. One of them is Arrow, which is going to fire pretty fast. One of them is Bone, which fires pretty fast. I'm not going to complain at all about that. We are handling the vines now, which is good. They aren't dying to an Arrow, which is fine. Arrow does need some upgrades for sure at the moment. Let's keep getting some damage, though. We want to be ready for this next mini-boss coming up. I suppose I should get back on the hunt for chests. Chests are what we really want. In the grand scheme of things, chests are your best friend. They have the best mix of resources that you will need, so chest hunting is great. Plus gold. Maybe we could buy something. Maybe we could buy a Mag Slime. I would happily buy a Mag Slime. I love me a Mag Slime. Cannot argue with that whatsoever. Now, do we want more damage? Again, it's only 3. We don't have the banner, unfortunately. That would make it a little bit better, a bit more manageable, but that's fine. 1 more number on the Cleave. That way, when we freeze the mini-bosses, we can just strike them down. I am okay with that. Our Cleave is hitting not super hard, but pretty much hard enough at the moment. We have the mini-boss below us, which is perfectly fine, and I think we're in a pretty reasonable spot. As you can see, already, we've only done 1 run prior to this on hardcore, and I'm already feeling, comfortable. Actually, it's interesting that the other mini-boss was freezable. This one is not, so that is good to know. Oh, and he explodes. I did not know he exploded on death, so you learn something new every day. And as with anything, that could cause a huge problem in hardcore mode, If you don't know it, and it happens, and it kills you, well, that's your run. Good luck, see you later, it is deleted. Not always the most pleasant of things, but, you make do, you learn. So, that's what it's all about. I should probably play more cautious, because I don't know all these things. But, I'm not playing too, not cautious, but I'm also not playing too cautious. I'm just chilling, Cannot argue with that in the slightest. Again, luckily, with this map, we do have tons and tons of the skeletons, and those are guaranteed kills for loads of experience. We're at level 36, not too bad, and look at that, boom, just experience ahoy right there. Guaranteed experience is amazing. It's even more potent, actually, at lower levels of the web as well. The reason for this is because at higher levels you do get things that increase your drop chance of souls, blue souls for experience, so it would be high. You would have a higher chance to get them anyway. But at low levels, without having that guaranteed chance, that means, or without having that increased chance, not guaranteed chance, having it be guaranteed is that much more effective. So it's actually one of those things that, while it doesn't necessarily fade off, its usefulness does diminish the further you go in the web. Don't get me wrong, it's still always good to get guaranteed experience. But again, with this weapon in particularly, you are not looking like you're not likely going to be getting guaranteed experience for very long, especially the further you go. So this weapon does have a drop-off in terms of that. We are getting a little surrounded, which is fine. I don't mind the surround. I just, the one thing I will say is it does feel bad that I don't feel like I can explore like I used to because there are so many enemies. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, it does diminish the exploration. As you can see, I mean, we're completely surrounded. Moving is not the easiest thing in the world right now. Perfectly fine. I will survive. We will get through. What do we even want here? I guess the attack size of the arrow. We'll let it hit some more things, which is always good. I want to get these chests, or these boxes over here really quick. Because boxes are good. They can have experience, or not experience, money, which is always good. And I believe I saw a heart or two. Fantastic. And let's head on back, get that chest, get our currency, push some of these things out of the way, because when they're frozen, you can. And, yeah, we're feeling pretty good. Again, our bone is doing 50 damage now, which is great. So let's see if we can bone this mini-boss a little. Ooh, actually, oh, that experience. Oh, I think I missed some of it. Oh, the pain of it all. Get boned. There we go. No problem at all. Again, this weapon is very safe. I have a feeling this weapon will be maybe not equally as safe in the hinterlands, but I will be giving it a shot. The reason for that is because a lot of the enemies are a lot faster. Those fairies and things like that. They're definitely faster than even the wasps here. At least to my recollection. Maybe that's only in hard mode because they have increased movement speed and stuff, but I believe they are. I do know there's also the hard mode fairy and the normal fairy, and the hard mode fairy is faster as well. So I would have to see how it goes, but I think it would work fairly similar to this. Again, I think they will be a little bit faster than the bugs, though, so we'll have to wait and see. But there are loads of little enemies, and as long as that 3 damage, or ticking 3 damage, can kill them, it will work very similar to this. And here we go, a much better shop for us. This is what we want to see. Now, do we want the mag slime? We kinda do, and it's not even here, so let's just get a lot of purple crystals. I don't even know how many we got. Let's see how many we did get. Let's get some range, too. We do need some range. So we're at 44. We just bought the 600 pack. 20 crystals. not too bad, especially, again, we are in a position where we need them. We're going to be getting a damage increase with these crystals after this run, which who doesn't like to do more damage? Well, sadly, Ice Ring doesn't like to do more damage, because even though it's a straight-up damage increase, it doesn't increase dot damages. You know, it happens. It's not the end of the world. It is a little bit of a shame, because it makes you feel a little, oh man, I'm increasing all of my damage. Well, most of it. Now, if you're creating a dot build, then I guess you're not. You know, if you're gonna have all those beautiful, beautiful dots, well, it kind of sucks to be you. But everything else does get some lovely increases. So we can see all the experience coming in. Unfortunately, we are hitting the damage wall with a lot of the... There's many, many more big enemies, so we are relying on our bone at the moment to take care of them. And you can see, look at that, the bone just starts hitting them and they die. I love the bone. It's very predictable, has little explosions for 50% of its damage. It's just glorious. And we can even see it was just getting so much more damage than our arrow. We will focus on the arrow a little bit. How is our bone? Our bone's 17, so we can get some more range for that. And the crappy crit, which I will not. I might get 1 point just so it can crit, mayhaps. But our ice ring is completed. It is 13. That is complete. And these are just equally leveling, which isn't too bad. You generally want to, again, you want to focus more on weapons. You know, the higher they are, the better they are, blah, 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 blah. But this patch did make things slightly more manageable, just in that regard. So let's see how we do in terms of how we finish our level. Is that good for the range? I think that's pretty much as far as we need it for the range, which is fantastic. Again, our damage, our bones aren't coming out that fast. We don't have the meta progression to make them, you know, super amazing. You know, we are at max cooldown. You know, so we only have like 3 a second. Not the best, but not the end of the world at the same time. Ooh, look at that, Moo. Oh, look at you. You are so pretty. You have a little galaxy there. Your aura isn't so big that it makes me want to, you know, murder myself, which is great. And you get bone just like the rest of them. So, easy peasy. Oh, I think, what, did a moon mummy pop out of him as well? I didn't even see. Because there are 2 boxes there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I was thinking about getting the bone crit. I can't bring myself to do it. It's 3%. You know, we don't fire enough bones for that 3% to really... I don't want to say really matter, but realistically, that is officially the term. But we do get a pet. What would I want? Either another Scyther or Scoop, probably. I mean, we only have 3 minutes, but Scoop could get us just a couple of resources, and that's what we need, right? So, there we go. There is our Scoop. Just you know, maybe it's a blue rune, maybe it's a purple crystal. Who knows what Scoop will provide, but Scoop will provide it for us happily. At least Scoop better be happy, because that's his job. So, not too bad. I think, again, this is where the Ice Ring as your main weapon starts to fall off, of course. You can see it's not killing the larger enemies, but luckily this map still mixes in the smaller enemies. Other maps right now, you would get 0 guaranteed experience because of your Ice Ring. Huge fall off. Not the end of the world. It's just something that, you know, you have to be prepared for. Taking it as your starter weapon, not always ideal. In fact, mostly not ideal. In this case, though, it is, you know, providing good experience. Is it more than we would have gotten should we have taken, you know, something else? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, Arrow isn't really killing that many things. Cleave, not as well. Bone is doing some killing of the bigger enemies. But I think the main weapon, especially with Vivian, that you want to have as your starter weapon is the one that is doing the biggest amount of kills. You know, Tornado, very good option. Tornado, again, is guaranteed as well, which is very, very nice. You know, Ice Ring, yes. The problem with Ice Ring, again, is its damage is so low, harder difficulties, things like that. It's not going to get the kills, unlike other elements. So, it's a tight spot. You know, Bone is definitely chewing through the larger enemies, but if I kill 30 smaller enemies for every 5 large enemies I kill with bone, well, I'd rather have a guaranteed one on those 30. You know, easy peasy, no question about it. Not even a thought in my mind. How are we doing on time? All right, we have 15 seconds remaining. This was honestly fairly casual. You know, I mean, this was not bad. I am very, very scared, though, because this does mean we will be unlocking Maxine. And what does that mean? That means everything goes out the window, because my goal is to play as Maxine from here on out. And luckily, we hit a shop, which means, boom, we're going to take those blue runes, because we need that. I mean, we could get a pet. Who cares, though? We'll even buy all the hearts, just so they're on the ground, because the boss... Oh, nope, so I got him. There is our boss. Get arrowed, get boned. Hit me a little bit, perfectly fine. Don't really care. Done, done, done. And get cleaved. Cleave for the win at the end. Very good damage. This build, fantastic. I think taking arrow over the spears did help us out with getting more experience as well. You can see, not the best in terms of blue runes this time, but we did get significantly more purple crystals, which is very, very nice. And let's see where we are going. Again, oh, I didn't have any upgrades in arrow. Look at me, I'm the best. I'm the best. Fantastic. Go me. So we can't get that. We can get a banner for size there. Can't get damage, which is fine. Got that. Can't get this because we need hinterlands. And we can work elsewhere, so we can get some starting gold. But no, first things first, we are going into health. We are going into Maxine. Boom. And the damage +1. We are going right there. No questions about it. Done and done. Remember, this is not 25% chance every 10 seconds. It's guaranteed once every 30 seconds, then once every 20 seconds at level 2, then once every 10 seconds at level 3. So that has changed. Beacon, very, very good now. Has very clear aura, you can see, and he does it quite often. So that is nice as well. We do want this. This is probably the most important thing for us currently. Not necessarily for Tornado. Don't get me wrong, Tornado will be nice, but for this right here, unlocking a 4th upgrade slot, that is very, very, very important. I want that. I needs it in my life. Please. So with Maxine, let's see how much health we start with. 55 health. Ooh, that's crazy. There is also a bug, I believe, where if you choose Ice Ring with Maxine, you will actually be Vivian in essence. So probably not going to be doing that. Other synergies still working about the same, which is fantastic. Let's get some health, though. Boom, boom, boom. We don't want to get as much health as physically possible. Does that bring us up to 60? Look at that, 66. Much, much nicer than 55. You know, that's actually not that bad. I mean, if you think about it, we were at 100. We never got down below 50. So we're in a pretty good spot. Let's also upgrade our bone, because that was fun. That's 6 more base damage, some cooldown, some speed, and I'll do the range. All right. Yeah, I talked myself into it. It was a little rough. Wasn't sure if I was going to do it, and we did it. We definitely want Soul Drop chance next as well. This is Tornado level 2. You can already get to level 2 Tornadoes. Pretty nice. And we need to get to the Cemetery level in order to get these. So that will be fine. Cemetery level over here. Not too bad. Not the Cemetery, I guess. It's just Darkmoon Grove, I think. But the Cemetery will... I think the Cemetery is over here. Viper Village is over here. All of those good things. Conrad. Honestly, we might not even unlock him. Why? Because... we're not gonna use them. We're going Maxine. This is Maxine's hardcore challenge, right? So now that we got a little bit of health, we're back up to 70. You know, instead of 125, which is where we would be, we're at 70. I'm okay with that. Oh, I forgot we also did get the 10% health, which is great. So yeah, 70. I can handle that. You know, I'm just 30 health down, but look at the speed difference. 35 more speed, which is fantastic. It's a 30% increase over that, as you can tell. Not 30%. Oh my god. Math is hard for me. It's 23.333%. That's what I meant to say. It is 20% plus another 5. Yeah. Alright, I'm sorry. I might have majored in math and I forgot everything. Go figure. Um, so where are we going to go from here, though? That is the big question. So looking at this, next run we are going with Maxine. We're going to go to the hinterland, see how it goes. I will be getting Ice Ring and probably maxing it out. However, we're not going to be starting with Ice Ring. We're going to be going into Shadow Shuriken for sure, and we're going to work our way to the Dark Moon Grove as well. We might want Chris just so we can get our resources up, so that may be an option as well. We'll have to wait and see. Definitely want soul drop rate as well. That's going to be pretty important. And we want to get some more loot magnets. Oh my god, there's so many things we want. Just even starter gold. Who doesn't? Let's start with a reroll. Boom. That's basically saying we have one free reroll. Easy peasy. We're probably not going to be using Arrow next time because I forgot that I have no upgrades in it whatsoever. We'll put one in there. That second one will be important later on, but we'll see. That will be for next time. There will be more hardcore to come in the future. I'm going to try and alternate these with other things. So thank you very much. Again, sorry for not doing a Maxine is my second one, but with it being hardcore, I want every run to actually be a video because any run can be death. I'm going to try and push it a little bit. I'm going to still try and vary my builds. I'm not going to go Ice Ring every single time, although for the first one in the Hinterlands, I will be going Ice Ring. But I do want to, not take it completely safe. I don't want to just farm up and go crazy. Once we have, tier 2 weapons, 1 or 2, we're going to get Shuriken. Maybe we'll get another, we'll get maybe not Tornado tier 2, but, I don't want, maybe not Bone tier 2. Once we get some tier 2 weapons, though, like Spear tier 2, maybe. I want to try to get to hard modes earlier than later. Because, it's all about having fun. And potentially dying and restarting. Yay! So, thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you next time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you want to see any builds, let me know. Again, if I die trying your build, it's okay, because I'll just get back there. It'll happen. Hardcore, death is almost inevitable, depending on how you play. So, let's have fun, though. And take care, have a wonderful day, and happy hunting.